there you are. Congratulations again on your promotion to team manager, and welcome to your new NHRA drag racing team. I am the team's crew chief. I wear a lot of hats around here, but right now my job is to get you up to speed. Last season, it wasn't great. We didn't perform very well, and we still don't have a lot of funding, but I'm certain that with you as manager, we can turn it around. Let's climb the rankings, race against the best, and take home that championship trophy. But before we think about that, I'm here to help you learn the basics about drag racing. Come on, let me show you the ropes. This is our test track. Here we can try out our vehicles and any setup changes you make in a relatively safe environment. Right now, we compete in stock vehicle drag racing. The idea is fairly simple. Floor the throttle, keep the car straight, don't crash, and be fastest to the finish line. Seems easy, right? It's a little more complicated than that. Don't worry, we'll take you through the steps one by one. The first phase of drag racing is the burnout. The goal of a burnout is to heat up the tires and lay down tire rubber on the track to have better grip at the start line. Okay, now we can begin the staging process. The staging line is where we start the race from. Shift up into forward gear and gently roll forward. But be careful not to stage too deep. If you cross the staging line, it's a jump start. That's an instant disqualification. This is what we like to call the Christmas tree. Notice the large row of lights below the staging lights? That will tell you when you can start to floor. When the amber light turns on, that means it's time to react. You got a few tenths of a second before the green light turns on, so hit the throttle as quickly as you can. If you do cross the deep staging line while the amber light is shining, the red light will turn on. The red light signals a disqualification. Once the light turns green, it's go time. Only then can your car cross the staging line. Careful! Try to keep the car straight. Crashing's expensive, and more importantly, we need you to come back in one piece. Try again. Careful! Try to keep the car straight. Crashing's expensive, and more importantly, we need you to come back in one piece. Try again. Careful, try to keep the car straight. Crashing's expensive, and more importantly, we need you to come back in one piece. Try again. Try to keep the car straight. Crashing's expensive, and more importantly, we need you to come back in one piece. Try again. The tires are nice and hot. You put down good rubber onto the track. You should have some excellent grip off the start line now. They slow down the vehicle dramatically without putting excessive pressure on your brake. Great work! You made it across the finish line, and you managed to stop your vehicle before hitting the sandbox. Let's head on over to the garage and get you more acquainted with the inside. Welcome to your first race weekend. Let me explain how NHRA competition works. Every NHRA championship season is broken up into several different race weekends. During a race weekend, you earn points towards your championship total. The driver with the most points at the end becomes the champion and gets a championship Wally to add to their trophy cabinet. Winning a race weekend not only earns you a Wally, it nets you a decent haul of cash as well. A race weekend consists of 3 days on track. Test races on Friday, qualifiers on Saturday, and elimination races on Sunday. This is the pit. Here we do maintenance between races. Here you can repair low integrity parts, replace broken parts, or tune the car. Parts will always break down over time in this sport, but mishandling will lead to more issues. So be careful when you're out there on track. You have a set amount of time to make all your repairs and replacements, so make sure you plan accordingly. Let's go over tuning your vehicle. It may seem like an ultra-powerful machine, but it's also quite delicate. For the car to perform at its best, it has to take many factors into account. You can tune your vehicle to account for these factors in order to get the optimal performance out of your car.
Welcome to Auto Club Raceway in Pomona, arguably one of the most famous drag strips in the world. The longest running drag strip continuously in the face of Europe. We've been racing here since 1950, it's a one spot, the LA County Fairgrounds. The track maintenance crews are working very hard to sweep and spray the track in preparation for this event. You have to wonder if their tires are going to be warm enough after that burnout attempt. The left lane moves on to the next round. Another sensational race is in the books, and we've got more to come, so don't go anywhere. What a great turnout we've seen so far for this weekend's event. The grandstands are filling up, and we're just... Did you miss us? That's right, folks. It's the start of another NHRA typical drag racing event, and we're so happy to have you here to take in the action. Can the driver in the right lane hold their brakes well enough in that burnout? nudge their car over the start line a little too early, and that'll end their race day. If you're lucky this weekend, race fans, you can get a chance to run into some of your favorite drivers right down the midway. Take a shot, take photos, and get it up. That didn't look like a great burnout from up here. Will it be enough? It's our next round matchup coming up. Will we see another close race, or will it be a blowout? Clearly not enough heat to tires on that run. That was a dominant performance on the track this week. Oh, I think I'm losing my voice. What a race we just saw. We've got more NHRA drag race. Our founder, Wally Park, began the NHRA in 1951. Safety and organization for our drag racing. 5,000 people signed up. Job done. Absolutely no fear in either of these drivers, and that's why they're at the top of the sport. The finals are still to come, so stick around. Looks like a little debris on the racetrack. Get that cleared up before our next race. They cross the lane boundary, and that'll bring an early end to their race day. In case you're looking to go on a road trip, the NHRA has over 140 sanctioned races. Did the driver in the right lane hold their brakes well out with that burnout? Love that last race, and lucky for them and for us, we've got more in it. Looks like a little debris on the racetrack. Get that cleared up before our next race. It's time for our next race of the weekend. Hopefully you're ready for more heart-pounding NHRA action. I don't know about you, but I can hardly wait for what's to come. So glad to see such a huge crowd in attendance here. We're just about to get underway with this NHRA championship event. So welcome on board the race is sure to be intense. This is what we love to see. Two gritty, hard-nosed racers putting everything they have